Light is a form of radiation given off by the sun. It is part of the electromagnetic spectrum. Actually, it is a very small part of the spectrum, as you can see in this chart. Humans can only see the section called the visible spectrum. The other forms of radiation are invisible to us, but they are still there. The rays of different types of radiation have different wavelengths, just like the different colors of the spectrum have different wavelengths that cause them to separate into the color spectrum. Radio waves with the longest wavelengths are at the end of the spectrum. All television and radio stations broadcast radio waves. Sounds and pictures are changed to electrical signals, which are transmitted by radio waves over great distances, and then received via radio or television and converted back to electric current and sounds and pictures. Microwaves are the next set of waves on the electromagnetic spectrum. A microwave oven generates microwaves, which penetrate food and cause the water molecules in the food to vibrate. The vibration of the water molecules causes the temperature of the food to rise. Radar also uses microwaves. For instance, a radar gun used by the police sends out a quick burst of microwaves that reflect off a car and return to the gun. The speed of the car can then be determined. Radar guns have been used by the police since the 1950s. These days, more and more police departments are using laser speed guns called LiDAR guns instead of traditional radar guns. The LiDAR gun, which stands for Light Detection and Ranging Gun, determines the time it takes a burst of infrared light to reach a car and bounce back to the gun's detector. This gives a measurement of the distance between the LiDAR gun and the car. The LiDAR gun does this several hundred times in 1 second, so changes in the distance can be used to determine the speed of the vehicle. Two more types of radiation given off by the sun that we can't see are ultraviolet and infrared. Infrared is found before the visible spectrum, just before red. Infrared energy is heat energy. You feel infrared energy at the beach when you sit in the sunlight. Infrared waves from the sun are absorbed by your skin. We can't see infrared waves, but there are devices that can be used to detect this energy. Brighter colors indicate areas of higher temperature. Ultraviolet waves are just beyond violet on the electromagnetic spectrum. These rays can be very damaging to the skin and can even cause skin cancer. That's why it's not a good idea to sit out in the sun without a strong sunblock. X-rays are next in the electromagnetic spectrum. They are used in various ways in the medical field. Because the rays penetrate many materials easily, they are used to examine broken bones and to check your teeth. X-rays are not harmful unless you are exposed to too many of them, so patients are usually draped in a lead apron to protect areas of the body not being X-rayed. So visible light is actually only a small portion of the electromagnetic spectrum. There are a lot of energy waves that are beyond our ability to see. That doesn't mean they're not there. Experiments have shown that flowers under ultraviolet light have a totally different appearance than what we see. Bees and other insects probably see these flowers as they appear in the ultraviolet spectrum.